I'm Kiri and I'm attempting to learn how to do my own wedding makeup. This is where I started and I want to show you where I'm at now. I'm getting married next July and started this journey in about February this year. I posted it on TikTok. I was really expecting more of the comments to be more about my awful base. The way I apply foundation, it was just dire. But no, a lot of the comments are about my eyebrows. I really wasn't expecting that. A lot has changed since February. I can't tell a lie. I've done a lot of prodding and tweezing and sorting out of my eyebrows. Like back in February, I did actually tweeze them to be shorter because that's a lot of things people are saying that they were a bit too long. This has been my second round of doing them. I went too far. They look really shit. It's a struggle to do them. Obviously, I'm not a professional. Obviously. We can tell that from the eyebrows. I want you all to know that I'm trying hard. I'm trying really, really hard. So what we're going to do today is kind of ignore the eyebrows. Let me show you what they actually look like. I am gluing them up, and that was something that a lot of people said not to do, but I can't let go of it. I just can't. It's something that I've been doing for such a long time, and I just love the look of it. I feel like a lot of people think when I'm gluing my eyebrows up that I'm doing it like, you know, when people get shocked and the eyebrows go, but I'm not doing it like that. I have more pizzazz about me. Look how gentle that was. Come on. To be honest, I'd probably look to get them brow lambed before the wedding. I don't really want to get them brow lambed anytime soon because I think my brow tech would be horrified that I took the ends of my eyebrows off. Especially when they look the way they do right now, okay? These are the finished brows at the minute. Another thing that I found out that I was doing really badly is matching my eyebrow pencil to my the colour that I needed. So at the minute, I've just been kind of not using any. I find it really difficult to find a brow pencil that doesn't like look orange on me. So I have actually ordered some K-Beauty makeup ones because a lot of comments were saying that the undertone of the K-Beauty ones are a lot more cool, which is exactly what I need. So that's what I'm going to test out. And hopefully I'll finally find an eyebrow pencil that looks good on me. At the minute, oh my God, these look so bad. It's okay, it's fine, it's fine. I've been testing out underpainting and I really love the way it looks. Doing this wedding makeup journey, I have noticed that, or in fact I've realised that my blending skills are an abomination. I thought they were okay. But every time I look to the side, when I've got like my full makeup done, it's just stripes, like the Neapolitan ice cream. Underpainting for me really helps with that. Another thing to note, yes, again, I've got the wrong colour. So this is this isn't cool enough for me. I'm still trying to find the right colours for things. I just wanted to kind of like get it all on my face first. I've got time. I've got like 11 months. This is what I'm doing first. And I just put like a thick layer of that on the top of my head. When it comes to underpainting, I found that I like mine best when I do this kind of like E with a weird E at the top. I don't do my jaw. I probably should because I don't think I have the strongest jaw. And if I do have a strong jaw, it's only because I've got TMJ. I do like doing my snoz a bit. If this was an actual wedding day, I would be doing this with a brush. This would be a lot more precise. With a lot of the underpainting, I've seen, that's too big. A lot of the underpainting I see, they put on the blush as well at the same time. Now I found that I kind of just want the contour / bronzer to be blended with the foundation really well and then the blusher on top because then it kind of gives more pow, more wow, you know? So that's what I'm doing today. Also, something that does worry me on wedding day is how the hell am I not going to get it in my hair? I don't know because it looks horrendous. Just want to make sure as well that it is actually all quite even because the last time I did this underpainting, I had a little gap here and it looked really patchy and I was really disappointed in myself. When it comes to foundation, I haven't found the foundation yet. I think it's going to be something a little bit thicker than what I'm going to wear today because this is more of like a thicker skin tint, I think. But I just like to go low and slow because I have a habit of blending really badly. Oh, I do my forehead normally first. Look what I mean? Like, that just looks a little bit more seamless to me. And honestly, if I was doing this with foundation layer first and then contour, you'd be screaming right now. Although sometimes I wonder if I'm like actually just covering the whole thing up, but that's something that future Kiri can worry about. Now, I practiced underpainting quite a fair bit, probably about 3 times. And I've realised that I like doing it when I like blending. Well, I like the way it looks when I blend it up instead of blend it down. I don't really like to put any more on, but I just blend up instead so that none goes under that line. I think it's working for me. Look, I just feel like that looks... Oh, does it look good? Another thing I'm really bad at is making sure the face matches the neck. So ignore that for the time being because it's just not something I'm focused on right now. Does that look good? What do we think? The underpainting needs more practice, it does. But the next thing I do now, eyes. It's a little bit of a weird order to do the makeup in, but it works for me. Something a lot of people mentioned is that when I used to carve out my brow, it looks like there was scar tissue there instead of it looking like a really precise brow. Hurt my feelings a little bit, that one did. But instead they told me to use the foundation that I've been wearing to carve it out. Because carving out the brow is just something I cannot let go of. And I think that's the 2016 makeup that we were all so accustomed to. I think my makeup looks better when I've carved my brow. That doesn't look any different, actually. Then what I like to do is I like to pop on some base. And I usually do this in the form of a concealer. I don't really have an eyeshadow primer. I don't know why. Because I've never really felt like I needed one because I just always use concealer. I do like to set it a little bit as well after I've blended. I just put that on my eye. Like that. Honestly, when it comes to eyeshadow palettes, I've been through it. I've been testing a fair few, quite literally. But the one that I've found is just amazing and perfect for me is this Sculpted by Amy Bare Basics 1-1. And I want to clarify that the look I'm going for my wedding day is accentuating the features that I already have and also making sure that the camera can see some of the makeup from a distance. Because you've got to remember the photography. Because I know from people commenting, if the makeup isn't intense enough, it's just going to get washed out in the photography. And that's something that I really don't want, especially when I'm spending so much time learning to do it. So first I put this bronzing shade over my crease, just to create a bit more dimension. During this journey, I've kind of figured that I need to know, you know, my colour analysis, whether I'm a summer, winter, autumn or spring. And then kind of figure out what makeup works for me from there. I think personally I might be a summer, so I've really been focusing more on the cooler tones. I feel like the cooler tones make it look like I'm wearing the makeup instead of warmer tones, which looks like the makeup's wearing me. I want to add a few in the... Oh, Christ. I didn't mean to do that. Oh my God, I did not mean to do that. Well, I did say I wanted this to be intense, so whatever. So I'm using the Sienna out of the Soft Glam palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I have to make this cooler tone now. Then I'll just go into the Bare Basics palette again and just take this eye shade here because it's really nice cool undertone again. Oh my God, when will I learn? What I mean, I don't really go low and slow with it. I kind of just get it all out there and I just don't focus enough. I like to start building it up down here because I'm going for a little bit of a smoky eye. I've dabbled with the eyeliners, I really truly have. But what I've figured out is that I'm going to get too stressed on the day if I'm doing a wing. And that's just life. I promise you, my makeup tests don't always go this badly. Then this next product is the one that changed everything completely for me. I just love it. This is she. Gen C Beauty sent me some of their makeup and this one here. This is the Mixed Metal eyeshadow and this one's in shade Moonlight and it's like the perfect champagne shade that I've been looking for because I was going too gold and then I was going too pink. I needed something in the middle. This is it. I really like the look of carving out my eyelid here because it just makes my eyes look bigger personally and that's what I want. This does it all for me. I don't need the concealer. And I can just kind of gently carve out a little bit more of a crease up here. Using a brush to now blend this out. Look at that. It's just stunning. It is just stunning. And it's really long wearing as well. A lot of time with liquid eyeshadows, I find they really crease. and they're just not long lasting, but this one lasted me 14 hours and it was literally perfect. It looked like I just applied it. Now to intensify the look, because I'm doing a small sort of wing, the smallest sort of wing you've ever seen in your life. This is where usually I end up going downhill. This is where I kind of lose control. Bear with. I'm just using the shade, this eye shade from the Bare Basics palette, and I just gently put a little bit there. I've tested the other wings and I just think that on my face, as much as I do like them, I think they look a little bit, I don't think they look wedding-y enough on me. So I think a smaller, subtle one is like the best of both worlds. That's what I'm going to do, yes. And then to blend her out a little bit with a darker shade. Oh, yes! I think I actually might need to deepen this up a little bit more. Maybe I should have used a smaller brush. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. No, I believe in myself. Look. I hope you can see the vibe. On top of this sparkle stuff, I like to add this highlight for longevity. Just to kind of, because I know how important it is to pack it all on with some like powder products as well. Because otherwise I want it to last as long as possible. This is wedding makeup. This has got to go through tears and a whole day. Maybe a hot day. Well, obviously with English weather, it's probably going to rain in July. Concealer time. This is where I like to carve out the wing and just make sure I can tidy that up. Make it look nice. God, that is a small wing. Yes, come on. That looks good. What do we think? This is going to be my biggest problem on the day. Stressing about how it doesn't look symmetrical. I feel like when I blend out this concealer, everything's going to come together. Was I wrong? I'm starting to see it. Blush. I have tested a fair few blushes in my time here. And one that I just always go back to is Cetil's Pillow Talk. I just think it looks nice on me. And that's the basis, and that's it. That's what I base it on. What I have found is when I do it up close to my temples, I really like the look. A lot of the comments that I was getting as I've been going through this process is that I just don't do enough blush, especially for pictures. Like, it might look okay in real life, but one, blush is the first thing to go, and two, the photography just isn't going to pick it up. And obviously I'm not just bothered about the photography, but if I'm paying that much money for the photography, I want the pictures to look good. I think the main thing that I've been really loving about the makeup journey in itself is just being able to, like, I don't know, it just feels like a self-love journey, honestly. And a lot of people have been commenting saying, you know, with this makeup you're buying, surely a wedding makeup artist would have been cheaper. And it's such a fair question to ask, and yeah, maybe. But then also I get to keep the skills for life, and I just really loved the idea of being able to, you know, have that time on the morning of my wedding day, you know, to myself while I'm doing my own makeup. That just sounds like such an amazing idea, and I just can't, ever since like I decided that I wasn't having a makeup artist on the day, that's what I've been looking forward to. See, this is what I mean when I think I need a dark contour, because I feel like it's just melted into another, and that's probably my awful blending skills. I'm just gonna add some more back in, which I know is just not the point of underpainting at all, but I don't seem to have done it very well, so here we are. I used to go straight in with loose powder under my eye and that be it. But now my life has changed. Ever since I started putting pressed powder under my eye and then a layer of loose powder, oh my god. Really sets the tone for the powder and makes everything begin to look flawless. But the absolute secret weapon, this Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. When I was doing loads of wedding makeup tests, I just felt like all the time that it didn't look bridal enough, and I just didn't know how to change that, and it was pressed powder and putting that all over the face, because it just gives such a flawless finish that I just didn't think that I'd ever be able to achieve. Put that everywhere where I'm not going back over again with other powder products like my blush and my contour. Now it's time to go back over the blush and the contour, and I use the Sculpted by Amy Bare Basics palette again because it's gorgeous. Oh, I really think I've not done the well, I know I haven't done the bronzer very well, and I really apologise for that. I'm still refining the base. In that blush over the top. Under the eyes, I just do a simple bronze like this. And then if I feel like it's not dark enough, which I don't think it is, I'll use this other one, just so it's all cohesive. I was using white eyeliner previously until this nude one came along and changed my life. Really gives that awakeness look. Also, I don't know how much sleep I'm going to be getting the night before, because I'm not an excellent sleeper anyway. And as soon as I'm stressed, that's it, I'm up for hours. So I probably am going to need this, otherwise my eyes are just going to look horrendous. Now it's time for the mascara. I need you all to know that I will be using lashes on the day. I still haven't found the exact lashes that I want to use. I used some half lashes in the past, but I just don't think they suit my eye shape enough. And lots of people have suggested clusters. So I'm definitely going to try them out. I want to try the ones where you put them underneath your eye. Honestly, I feel like when I put it over the top, it just looks shite. And I know that's a user error. So today, it's just going to be simple mascara. While I let that first layer dry, I'm going to put on a little bit of highlighter as well, just to add that little bit more of a je ne sais quoi to my face. Because with all that mattifying we've done with the powder, it always kind of leaves less of a shine. So when I was doing a lot of my research, a lot of the videos said you need to add it back in with highlighter, basically, which I didn't think we were doing anymore. I was a highlighter addict in the past, as we all were back in 2016 days, and I fully thought that we weren't doing highlighter anymore. How wrong of me. The hairband is off, which means we are nearly at the end. I have not refined the lips at all. I was using Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk for ages, but I've misplaced Charlotte Tilbury, and also I felt like it was a little bit too pink for what I want. So today we're just going to do a random lip combo that I kind of just use on the daily anyway. It's this Max Factor lip liner in Mauve Moment, and then the Rosa Lip Dew Oil from Vive. I always feel like I need something a little bit more peachy with my lips. I just don't know, it's really... I'm not even thinking about my lips yet. Like, let me figure out everything else first. But this is the look. This is where I'm at. What do we think? I think the eyes are exactly how I want them to be. I think there's still some refining that I need to do across my whole face. And there's still a lot of products that I want to try. Like, when I get a tester of the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, for example, I think that would look really nice. Probably need to go on a makeup artist course to learn how to blend. No, do you know what? No, I can do this on my own. That's what it's all about. But this is the kind of look that I will be going for on the day. And I think my skills have improved so much since February anyway. This is what the makeup journey is all about. So subscribe if you want to see it. If you want to see more beauty stuff, just let me know.